See, obviously, it's a player having a niggle just before the game, and especially someone like MS who is sort of a pillar for us in the middle order. With Parthiv coming in, obviously we'll have to sit down and see if that situation comes in where he has to play. We will have to then sort out the combination, what's the best possible combination for the team in terms of the batting order. But as of now, we cannot, unless we have a decision, we cannot sit down and make a concrete plan. Obviously, discussions will be made. They will happen sometime today during the practice session as to what needs to be done if that situation arises. But it's obviously going to be different from what we've been playing with till now, and just have to wait and see what the situation pans out as. Well, every team is as dangerous in the T20 format. I don't think any one particular team holds the advantage. On that day, anyone can beat anyone. So we are not looking at any team as major threats. We obviously will take the challenge very similarly, beat any team around the world, and that's the way we need to approach a tournament like the World Cup. If you focus on 2 or 3 teams too much, then you're losing out on what you need to do against the rest, and every game counts in this tournament, in this format, and things can change very quickly. Momentum is a big factor in 2020 cricket. So both the teams are very strong, no doubt, but we are not focusing on the strengths of the oppositions too much, because we need to back our strengths and find out the weaknesses in the opposition to win games of cricket. So I think the focus will remain that. I think MS was spot on in terms of, I think it comes from the fact that we play a lot of T20 cricket, we obviously, when we play in the IPL, we have so many games to play and express what we need to on the field and execute our skills. So you keep getting better with every season, and if you see this team, if you see the number of IPL games being played by all the players, the number is very high. So everyone individually in their own teams in that tournament know what needs to be done at what stage. So I think even MS doesn't need to, he's not required to put in sort of so much thought as to what needs to be done, because the players already have so much experience. So I think it takes a lot of load off him as well, and that's why the fact that he said the team is in autopilot mode, I think that's what he meant, that everyone knows what needs to be done at what stage throughout the 20 overs, be it batting or bowling. Even in the field, people are changing positions themselves, knowing the stage of the game. So I think it's a very good atmosphere the team is in right now as far as this format is concerned. Everyone's very sure what needs to be done, and it's always a great feeling when you have 11 players who know what they want to do, and they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they want to execute. So it's a great feeling. Plus Jasprit has been as MS said, the biggest find in the Australian series. I think he's come on board and he's bowled with a lot of heart, with a lot of confidence. I think when he runs in, you can sense that he knows, where he wants to get the batsman out. Not just get him out, but he knows exactly how to get the batsman out. And, he has a proper plan before he bowls. So I think that's very heartening to see. A guy, who can rush the batsman as well, who can bowl Yorkers at will, got a good slow run. He's got a different action as well, which people are finding it hard to pick at this stage. But he's making the most of it, which I think is very, very important. He's a very confident cricketer, and that shows on the field. So I'm very happy for him, very happy that he's doing well for the Indian team as well. Well, I don't know. My plan in my early T20 playing days was get myself in, maybe 10 of 10 balls and then take off. But it all depends on what kind of mindset you're in. I used to think too much about T20 cricket before, saying maybe I don't have the kind of shots that other people have, maybe I don't have the ability to hit big sixes, so I used to try a lot more, planning too much. Now I just go and play on instinct. I've come to terms with the fact that I can't hit too many sixes, so I'd focus on boundaries. So yeah, I just sort of molded my game towards that. Try to hit the ball in the gaps and get fours rather than sixes, which is probably a high risk shot. I would rather hit more boundaries than sixes and still get the result. I mean, if you're scoring at 160, still it doesn't matter if you hit 6 or 4 or make it all in ones and twos. So I've come to terms with that. I'm pretty comfortable with the kind of mindset I go in with in this format. So yeah, I mean, maybe that is the difference. I mean, it all depends on your mindset. Some days you can't get away for 10 balls. Some days you're 30 of 10. So I think this format goes like that. Secondly, Mustafizur has done really well in the past 1 year. If you see, since he played against us, he's really bowled well for Bangladesh, and it was exciting to see. 19-year-old, he's come on board, and slower balls along with bowling at around 140 clicks. That was something that was different for us also, to experience. With the new ball, he was bowling really good slower balls and cutters, and yeah, so he brought in something different to the game, spiced the game up a bit more, which I think is always exciting. You have bowlers coming in every time. You see Kagiso Rabada for South Africa. He's come in. He's a very exciting bowler. So it's very important for the game to have bowlers who can sort of come in and trouble the batsman, because if you're playing in conditions like Bangladesh and a guy can come in and take 4 or 5 wickets and trouble the batsman all over, I think it makes the game more competitive. As a batsman also, you get more competitive, saying that okay, this guy is got different set of skills, so I need to prepare differently, I need to tackle him differently, so it improves your game at the same time as well. So I think big credit to him. He's done really well. He's bowled really well for them, and he's obviously going to be a big factor for Bangladesh in this tournament as well.